2NURFM, a broadcast service of the University of Newcastle.
It has been so busy for Professor Tim Roberts from the Tom Farrell Institute for the Environment. Of course, the Hunter Valley Electric Vehicle Festival, so much happening, not only Saturday and Sunday, because there was a whole lot of work that was involved in getting that up and running. Prior to that, a very, very, very busy event. On a scale of 1 to 10, how tired are you right now?
Oh, I think I'm about 10 is really, really tired, but I feel happy. We had about 8,000 people there. So, including Todd Sargent doing live broadcasts from out there, which was fantastic. But about 8,000 people. We had primary schools competing on the Saturday, and the winners went, if I could just have a look at my list, the winning primary schools, Mayfield East Public, Wyong Public, Waratah West Public, Thornton Public. They were the four winners in the...
Now that was the solar vehicle, the solar car competition, yep.
And the noise at the end in the grand final of the pursuit race was amazing. It was as if you were at a football grand final. We had all of these primary school kids cheering and yelling, and parents too. It was fantastic. So that went well, and we had full sun, which was amazing. You can't run a solar car race without sun, but we had a beautiful day.
No sun, no go.
That's right. And on the Sunday, we had teams from Wilcannia. Central School came down. They drove 14 hours to get here, which was quite amazing. They brought their vehicle down. We had to do some running repairs on it right at the start, but that went beautifully. The winning team was overall St Philip's Christian College, but if I look through the list of winners, Hunter Valley Grammar, Belmont Christian College, Glendale Technology High, Maitland Grossman High, and so on, West Wallsend High, just winners all over the place.
Goes on and on.
And it was fantastic.
One of the interesting things that you and I were speaking about, and I was mentioning yesterday, is just the excitement and the enthusiasm of the young men and women who take part, because they don't just turn up to go and ride a bike or a vehicle that someone else has put together. They are involved right from the get-go, and the excitement and the sense of ownership, it was amazing, wasn't it?
It was, and every year there's a new story. I think the one from Wilcannia wanted to be in it last year, but they didn't get their bike together, so they pulled out at the last 7 days before the event. This year we got them to the starting line, which was fantastic, and they almost did the 1 hour endurance. They missed it by 5-10 minutes before their machine conked out. But there were kids there who had done aluminium welding on the particular bike to put it back together. There was another bike that had been dragged out of a dam, and that bike dragged out of a dam had been rebuilt, repainted, and just all sorts of things. But the reason we do it, Todd, is we're trying to get more interest in the STEM subjects, more interest in engineering, more interest in science. So these kids will come through and they'll be the manufacturers of the new technologies.
The brains of the future, basically.
Solar is it, of course, and electronics. Technologies, these are the important ones that we need in Australia.
And it's interesting you talk about Wilcannia. It's not just the distance. A lot of people go, wow, it's a long way for the students to come. That's not the big part of it. The big part of it, Wilcannia is not a very big area. So, if you're drawing on less pupils, less ability, as far as just having the amount of people on the task, it's a really big effort for a community of that size, isn't it?
For sure. These were all a team of Aboriginal kids, just lovely kids. In fact, at the end of the day, all they wanted to do with their teacher was jump in the car and go and have another look at the beach. I think they rarely ever get to see the sea as well.
There's not a lot of surf at Wilcannia. There's not a lot of surf at all at Wilcannia.
No, that's true.
Professor Tim, thank you very much. And when does planning start for the 2017 Hunter Valley Solar Vehicle Festival?
Yes, it started yesterday.
Go and have a snooze, and we'll talk to you next week from the Tom Farrell Institute for the Environment, Professor Tim Roberts at 2NURFM.